Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Rays MLB 25 franchise. We are going to kick off this episode with a little bit of action down at AAA. Durham Bulls are going to take on the Gwinnett Stripers right here, and we're going to feature Dylan Lesko, who's our top pitching prospect down in the minors, currently sitting at 3-3 with a 2.25 ERA. And we are also going to look at a few of our other hitters that are down there, specifically Xavier Isaac, biggest power threat in the minor leagues at the moment, hitting 281 with 4 home runs, 18 RBI. Chandler Simpson, his average should be a lot higher than that. It's just because he wasn't rated properly to begin with. He's got a much higher hit tool than that. He should be hitting closer to 300 than 200, but we're going to live with it. And we're also going to take a look at Carson Williams, who's struggling, hitting 168 down in AAA, another improperly rated player. So we're going to look at those guys, specifically those two hitters and the pitcher in this game, player lock on those guys. And after that, then we'll get into some other action on the major league side. We haven't shown any of our prospects outside of Junior Caminero at the major league level last episode. And now it's time to show some of the guys that are closest to getting to the major leagues so that you're aware of who they are, what they can do, and look forward to them getting their call up to the major leagues at some point, not necessarily this year. Although injuries may change that, so we'll just see how that goes. But let's hop into this game right here and see how these guys do against the Stripers. And we finally get our first look at some of our prospects that are not at the major league level. Have the Gwinnett Stripers coming to town to take on the Durham Bulls. Royber Salinas making his AAA debut for the Stripers, and Dylan Lesko's on the mound for the Bulls. You can see what he's done. 3-3 with a 2.25 ERA. Got to get that walk rate down a little and strikeout rate up. But first batter he's going to face is David Fletcher. And the 1-1 pitch. It's going to be a grounder to first, snagged by Seymour, and he's going to take that to the bag for the first out.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Lou.
You can see the Stripers lineup. They got a few former major leaguers in there. Fletcher, De La Cruz, Murphy, Capel, Cooper. They got several, actually. Here's Luke Williams. 2-2 pitch to him. And it's going to be a fly ball into center field. Simpson's going to race over there and get that easily for the second out. Simpson's speed is great on the base paths, and it's also very helpful in the outfield.
Third, the left fielder, Brian.
That'll bring in Brian De La Cruz with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-1 pitch. And it's going to be a fly ball down the left field line. Hooking. Foul. Just missed going around the foul pole in fair territory. Let's try that again. 1-2 pitch. And he's going to chase the curveball off the plate and strike out. So Lesko dodges a mini bullet there. And we go to the bottom of the first. There's no score. As I said before, Royber Salinas on the mound making his AAA debut. First man he's going to face is Chandler Simpson. Great hitter, great speed, and he's going to hit a little flare over short, and it's going to drop in front of the left fielder. So we're going to get our leadoff man on. This guy stole over 100 bags in real life last year, so you know what we're going to do first pitch here. Check this pitch out. Goes down, just flips it over to the shortstop to left field. Doesn't have a ton of power, so he's going to have to steal his way around the bases, and that's what we have in plan here. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, throw down. It's not even close.
1-2.
And that's the first steal of the day for Chandler Simpson, 12th of the season. Gets a great jump, and that 99 speed, he just flies into the bag. Never had a chance. That'll bring up Tanner Murray, second baseman, man on second. And he's going to hit a little flare down the right field line, and that's going to drop in for a hit. And they're going to hold Simpson at third base. It wasn't deep enough, even with the 99 speed. So now you have a man at the corners, nobody out. Xavier Isaac, our big power bat in the minors, up. 3-1 pitch, and it's going to be a fly ball into center field. White's drifting back. He's going to have it. Simpson tags, and they're never going to throw him out at home. As the Bulls take a 1-0 lead. There we go. Manufacture a run. Couple of bloops and a mini blast there. Didn't quite get that one out of the park. And a double play would wipe out that base runner on first. So now we head to the second. And Sean Murphy up. Swing and a miss on that. 2-2 count now. Lesko's next pitch. Ground ball to third. Can be scooped by Taylor. Throw across the diamond, and there's one down. I bring in Connor Capel, the right fielder. 1-2 pitch to him. That's going to be a fly ball on the left. Eloy Jimenez drifting over. And he's going to settle under that and have that for the second out. Jimenez could be the power bat we need. We'll have to see how he does down at the minor leagues first. Next up, Garrett Cooper. And there's a pop-up in the infield, and Kenny Piper busts out from behind the home plate, settles under, and gets that for the third out. So a quick 1-2-3 for Lesko as we go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Durham. And leading off, Carson Williams, top prospect in Durham. Fly ball to right, drifting back to the track, and it sneaks over, and it's gone. Wow. Oppo Taco for Carson Williams, his third of the year. Wasn't quite sure he had enough to get that out. I thought it might just get to the warning track or to the wall, but it sneaks over. And the Bulls take a 2-0 lead early. Gotta love to see that opposite field power. Hit 20 home runs last year in Double-A. Flashing the power here early in Triple-A. Look at that outside half. Just drives that ball. Get a nice show drone shot of that home run. As it drifts right into the bullpen. And that was the only run we would get that inning. So we're going to hop ahead to the top of the third now with it 2-0 Bulls. Nick Allen up, formerly with the A's. 1-1 pitch to him. And it's going to be a fly ball into center field. Simpson's going to drift over. And he's going to take that for the first out. Almost overran that one, actually. Now bring up third baseman Matthew Batten. 1-2 pitch to him is in the dirt, swing and a miss. Piper grabs, throws down to first, and there are two down. Striper's still looking for that first hit. Eli White, center fielder, up. 2-2 pitch to him. And he takes strike three at the letters. So Dylan Lesko mowing him down 1-2-3 in each of the first three innings to go to the bottom half. Leading off, Chandler Simpson. 2-2 pitch to him is high for ball three.
Count's full.
They do not want to put this guy on base. 3-2 pitch is ball four, and they do just exactly that. Simpson walks to lead off the inning. 2-1 count now on Murray. There he goes. Strike, throw down, not even close again. At 99 speed, 99 steal. Chandler Simpson, that's almost a gift. He'd have to fall down to be thrown out. It's his second of the day. This man in scoring position now with one out. Xavier Isaac going to fly ball into left field. White drifting over. And he's got it. Simpson's going to tag and go to third on the play. So now we're going to have a man at third with two down. Braden Taylor up. RBI chance here. 1-1 pitch from Salinas. And it's a base hit up the middle, and it's going to be 3-0 Bulls. We manufacture another run with Chandler Simpson. So far, that's a single and a walk, 2 stolen bases. Braden Taylor makes his 3-0 Durham as we go to the fourth. And David Fletcher leading off now. 1-1 pitch, and he swings at the curveball way out in front for strike two.
1-2's the count.
And a 1-2 pitch from Lesko, and he takes strike three at the letters. So, not sure what the Gwinnett batters are looking for, but they're not finding it. And that'll bring in Luke Williams. 1-2 pitch to him. And that's going to be a ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. It's the first hit, first runner for Gwinnett. So now they have one on, one out. And strike three to De La Cruz on a big curveball there. Fooled him completely. I guess he was looking for that high fastball. Now Sean Murphy, ground ball to short. Williams flips to second, and just like that, they're out of the inning. So Gwinnett breaks up the no-hitter, gets their first base runner, but he's left stranded as we go to the fourth. Now Simpson up with 2 on and 2 out. He's going to hit a fly ball into left field. De La Cruz is settling under that, and he's got it. So we got a couple of singles. Couldn't push him around. We're going to go to the fifth inning. It's still 3-0 Bulls. And Lesko pitching a gem here today. 3-1 pitch to Capel. That's strike two. Full count now. Really want him to do well here at AAA before we consider bringing him up. Here's a shot to right field. Drifting back, and it's off the wall. Throw comes back in, and it's going to be a leadoff double for Capel.
He's in there.
Almost hit it out. So now they're going to start the inning with a man in scoring position. Garrett Cooper up. It's a tapper back to the mound, and runner has to hold. So Lesko gets the batter out at first. That's very good. Keep that guy at second base. 1-1 pitch now. There's a ground ball past Seymour. I'm not sure how he missed that. Runner's around third. He's going to come around and score. And it's going to be 3-1. That'll bring in Batten with 1 on, 1 out. He's going to swing and miss. Make this a full count now. 3-2 pitch. And it's a line shot. Soft liner to second base. And that's a second out. In steps Eli White now. And the pitch is in the dirt. Runner goes. Throw down. And he's safe. So Lesko, a little wild pitch there. Got away from Piper. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And he strikes him out. So leadoff double comes around. Nick Allen gets that ball past Bobby Seymour at first. The Stripers break through. Make this a 2-run game. And Xavier Isaac up now after Tanner Murray struck out the lead off the inning. Isaac hits a shot to center field, and that one is out of here. Way out of here. 455, my goodness. Look at the power of that man. He's a big boy. Xavier Isaac gets that run back quick. Just absolutely nuked that ball to center field. You knew it with the no doubt animation, but 455, that's impressive. So hopefully he can keep progressing and we can get him up to the majors relatively soon, within the next year or two. Look at this pitch. Right down the middle, about knee high. He went down and just smoked that pitch out to dead center field. Going to get several looks at this. Replay booth wants to show it all. 109 miles an hour, almost 110. That'll bring up Braden Taylor now. An RBI earlier. He's going to hit a shot into right field down the line in the corner. He's going to be around first, heading for second. And we're going to have back-to-back extra base hits here with 1 out. Here we go, Braden. Give us another chance to tack on runs. And that's going to be it for Salinas. They're going to get him out of this game. Not the debut he wanted down at AAA. And new pitcher is going to be Chad Kuhl. Used to pitch in the majors. I know he pitched with the Pirates. I'm not sure about anybody else. 13 games this year. Not too bad. Left-handed batters are crushing him, though. I'll bring in Carson Williams now with a man on second and 1 out. Homered his last at-bat. 1-2 pitch. That's going to be a tapper to first. Throws to the pitcher, and Kuhl's going to beat Williams to the bag as the runner moves up. And Bobby Seymour would drive that run home to make it 5-1 as we head to the 6th. And Fletcher leading off now. Bulls tack on 2 runs, make this a 4-run lead again. 2-1 pitch, and there's a fly ball into right field. Mangum's drifting over, and he's going to easily take that for the first out. I'd like to see Lesko bounce back this inning, not give up any runs after giving up the first run last inning. There's going to be a short fly ball in the left field as Jimenez is going to come in. Easily take that for the second out. Lesko gets back in cruise control here. 2-1 pitch to De La Cruz. Ground ball first. Diving stop by Seymour. Flips Lesko, and he's going to beat him to the bag. Wish he could have had a play like that last inning and save a run, but Seymour lays out. Makes the play here after getting the RBI single last half inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th at 5-1 Bulls. And Chandler Simpson up now with nobody on and 2 out. And he lays down the bunt right down the third base line. Throw by the third baseman is not in time. Perfect bunt by Simpson. Doesn't have a ton of power, but he's got excellent bat, excellent bunt. All that speed. If I use her, I'm going to have to do that quite a bit more. Look at this bunt. Waits till the last minute, lays it down, stays in the dirt, doesn't roll foul. And third baseman had no shot at that. So now you know what the routine is. He's on first. 1-1 pitch. There he goes. It's a ball. Throw down. And he's easily safe for the third steal of the day. Simpson's up to 14 stolen bases now. Look at this jump. The acceleration just kicks in 3 steps in, and it wasn't even close. None of these have been close. And Murray would strike out the end of the inning, and Jacob Wagaspak would come in. to replace Lesko here in the 7th inning. Great outing by Lesko, only allows 1 run on 3 hits. And now we're going to head to the bottom of the inning. Xavier Isaac leading off. 1-2 pitch from Cool. That's a ground ball foul past first base.
Foul ball.
Cannot wait to get this big bat in our lineup up at the majors. 1-2 pitch, and that's a shot down the right field line. Just foul. He's wearing out that first base line, this AB. 2-2 pitch now. And that's a ground ball to first. So he's pulled all 3 of those.
He's out.
And grounds out to first base to start the inning. Taylor grounded out, so now we're up to Carson Williams with nobody on and 2 out. And that pitch is low for 2-2. See, he's 3 for 10 in the series. Got to get that bat going. He started really slow so far down here at AAA. And the 2-2 pitch from Cool. And that's going to be a line shot into right field for a base hit. There we go, Carson. 2 hits on the day. Seymour would single him to third, but they would both get stranded. So we're going to go to the 8th inning.
That's inside.
And get our first look at Kenny Piper here. Nobody on and 1 out. As I've said before, I know this kid personally. 2-1 pitch from the new pitcher, Hector Neris, on the way. And it's going to be a shot past the third baseman, diving attempt. And Piper's going to be on with a base hit with 1 out. There we go, Kenny. He's got some wheels, too, for a catcher. That'll bring up Chandler Simpson. 1 on, 1 out. 2-2 pitch from Neris. It's a ground ball to first. Throws the second for 1. Back to first. And he's out for a 3-6-3 double play. So Simpson couldn't beat that one out. Wheels are good, but not that good. Take a look at this play. It's just a routine grounder to first. He makes him go into the hole. It might be a different story. But we're going to go to the 9th inning with the Bulls up 5-1. And the Bulls would give up a run in the 9th, but they hang on to win this game 5-2. Lesko moves to 4-3. Jake Brentz gets his 7th save. Let's take a look at this box score. 2 hits for Luke Williams. A bunch of other guys with 1. Salinas gives up 5 in his debut. Go over to the Durham side. 2 hits for Chandler Simpson. 2 hits and a walk. 3 steals. A couple of hits for Taylor. Williams. 3 for Seymour. Home run by Isaac. Home run by Williams. The bats were definitely alive. Lesko, 1 run in 6 innings. Wagaspaw gives up 1 late inconsequential. Jake Brentz comes in and nails it down. And we get the 5-2 win. And you can see Xavier Isaac now hitting .294 in the season with 8 home runs, 26 RBI. Tearing it up down here at AAA. I am not going to call him up. Probably not this entire season. I may even wait through September call-ups. We need to get that contact higher. We need to get that vision, discipline, and clutch higher. But the power is definitely Major League ready at the moment, but we're going to give him some more time. Chandler Simpson, man, need him to develop. We need some more base hits out of him. That speed and stealing is going to be excellent in center field, and his defense is good enough. So if we can just get him progressed up quickly, since he's already 24, might have our new center fielder right there. And Carson Williams, still work in progress down there at AAA. You can see I got a couple hits usering with him. Need him to do better in the sim. And he's both got to get this contact and his power up before we consider bringing him up. He's already major league caliber on defense. So got a little bit more work to do. Pitching side, though, Dylan Lesko. Again, try to get those hits, strikeouts, and walks, home runs, all that up over 60. So he's going to spend this entire year in the minors, probably all of next year as well. We have a little bit of time to wait with him. We don't have to bring him up anytime soon. So let him get better. He's pitching great already. So just let his overall rise, all of his per nines rise, and he'll be a really good guy. We can slide into the number 5 spot as some of these guys start to get to arbitration and free agency. So. And on the Major League side, Rays are now 25-20, 3 games back of the Yankees. And we are the number 2 wild card. See, we're trailing the Orioles just ahead of the Tigers and Angels. So doing well there. You can see we've on a bit of a run here. We had some losses, bunch of losses in there mixed with wins, and now we're back. We have a 6-game winning streak. See if we can finish this off against Miami. And we do. 7-game winning streak as we win that one 8-1. Junior Caminero, a 3-run homer. Love to see that. It's his 3rd of the year. He hit one, I believe is it this one? No, I think it's this one. There we go. 2 home runs there. That's his first 2 home runs of the season. So now he's getting hot. He hits his 3rd there. Hassan Kim Morel with another home run. McClanahan, 11 strikeouts in 8 innings, moves to 3-4. So offense is starting to heat up. Our pitching's been great all season. So if we can keep that going, that would be great. We do need to address left field at some point. Morel, I may have to just make him the everyday left fielder, even against left-handed pitching. And maybe we bring up Eloy Jimenez, and he can DH against lefties. I want to let him play a little bit more down in AAA and see how the season goes for the Major League side, see if we need to just bring him up or if we have to make a trade. I was looking off camera. There is a trade I could make, and I may make it as we get closer to the All-Star break. Kind of wait and see how Danny Jansen does, because right now he's struggling. We could get Victor Caratini and Ethan Pecco. We would have to give up a prospect as well down here. Where is he? Yaniel Currit and Danny Jansen. And the Astros would make that trade. So we're going to get a couple years older at catcher, 29 to 31. They're the same overall, same potential. We actually lose $2.5 million off our salary, and actually lose more than that because the pitcher we're giving up is on the 40-man roster, making $800,000. There he is. And the guy we would get is only making $60,000. So we'll drop some salary in that trade, about $3.5 million, or just shy of $3.5 million. So I have this in my back pocket. We'll just see how Jansen progresses over the next month or so. And if he's not cutting it, we know we can come back and make this trade. And we have a situation here where we have the bases loaded and trailing 2-1. Nobody out in the 7th inning against the Astros. Jose Caballero up. And let's hop in here and see if he can come through and get us the lead. See Caballero 1 for 3 on the day. Bases loaded, 2 out. And Abreu's first pitch is off the plate and low. Abreu's 1-0 pitch. And it's high strike at the letters. See Hader's getting ready just in case they need him. And the 1-1 pitch from Abreu is a strike at the knees. All right, battle mode here. Got to protect. 1-2 pitch. On the way. Inside, ball 2. Got the count even now, 2-2. Bases loaded, 2 out here in the 7th. Abreu's pitch. And he chases a slider off the plate and strikes out. So Caballero does not come through. Abreu gets the clutch strikeout. And Tampa Bay strands the bases loaded. They trail this game 2-1 going to the 8th. And we came back and tied the game in the bottom of the 8th inning. So now we're in extras. We're in the 12th inning. And Houston has the bases loaded with 1 out. Garrett Clevenger on the mound facing Jeremy Pena. And see if he can shut this scoring threat down and keep this a tie game. See Pena hitting .320 on the season. Clevenger's pitches in the dirt for ball 1. Nice stop by Jansen. Clevenger comes set. 1-0 pitch on the way. And he swings at the slider down below the strike zone. That's what he's trying to do on the first pitch. Executes well that one. So now 1-1 count here. Trying to get a ground ball double play. And he tries the bunt, a squeeze play, and the runner's out at the plate. Bases loaded squeeze play doesn't work. Terrible decision by the Astros manager. And now we have second and third with 2 outs, and now it's a strikeout situation. Actually, any kind of out with 2 outs helped us out greatly. Here's Clevenger's pitch. And he strikes out to end the inning. Wow. Astros bases loaded and only 1 out, and they run themselves out of the inning. Let's get the bats going, boys, in the bottom half. See if we can steal this win. And the Rays would get the extra inning dub. There we go, boys. Check out this box score. They only had 6 hits, no home runs. Javier pitched well. Bullpen gives up 3 runs. Our side, Palacios hit a 2-run shot in the 12th to win the game. There's the walk-off win. Brandon Lau with a home run as well. Rasmussen, 2 runs over 6 innings. The bullpen only allows 2 hits, although they do walk 5 guys in 6 innings. But they get the extra inning dub as the Astros run themselves out of a game. Way to go, Rays. And not only would we win that game, game 1, we come back and get a shutout in game 2 and win game 3, 3-1. So now we're looking at a 10-game winning streak going back to this one right here. We lost 4 in a row. Now we've won 10 in a row. And we are just 2 games back of the Yankees. Keep us, still trailing the Orioles. They're pretty hot too. They're on a 3-game winning streak. But the Rays, 10-game winning streak as we head into this series with Toronto. Our winning streak would stop at 10 after this 5-3 loss to Toronto. We lose the next day as well. So now we drop 2 in a row after winning 10 in a row. What I want to show you, though, is this scouting. We discovered this outfielder, Andres Figueroa, and he's all the way up to 3rd on our board. Guaranteed B potential, maybe even an A. Looks like he's going to be somewhere in the 60s. Take a look. He's got really good contact, pretty decent power, really good discipline. Only issue I see with him is his arm isn't very strong. And shows he can play all 3 outfield plus first base. Got plenty of first basemen, so he might be a left field possibility, especially with that stealing. Might be someone we could bat near the top of the order, 1 or 2. And that would be excellent find by our Discovery Scout. And we found 3 more outfielders. These 2 guys are nothing special, but William Sanchez looks like he's going to be somewhere high C, low Bs. Got to get him scouted out. Definitely got me in the 60s to 70s, but he's 22 years old, which means we have him listed at 35, which is probably even underrated because of his age. This game does not like to give the older guys as high a rating as they deserve. And you can see here, his contact is slightly lower, but he has excellent power against both sides, great vision, excellent fielding, decent speed. So we have to get him scouted up, see if he has any other secondary positions as well. But found another outfielder. So Discovery Scout, we are living international. Guys, when you're discovering, go in and find where the most players are by region, which is what I've been doing. And try to discover more because there's obviously talent in that region. So go find more in the region. So we are still discovering. We were at international before. We're on central now. So we found Figaro on the international, and now we find Sanchez in the central. So we're just going to keep plugging away. At some point, probably in another 2 more weeks of scouting outfield, I'll shift over to the infield. And we've got 8, 9, 10. So we have 3 more weeks in the central to get most of these guys scouted up to at least 80% or more. And then we're going to shift over to the east and just scout them for 4 weeks. I'm not even going to scout individual pitchers. We're just going to go shotgun approach because we have about 100 pitchers that we can get to 60% or higher, most of them higher. So we'll have tons of pitching options later in the draft, but man, finding these outfielders is awesome. Maybe we can toss in a couple more infielders, and it'll make our draft much, much better. And we're going to wrap up this episode with a player lock, and I'm going to go Ryan Pepio. It's going to be a little bit longer episode, so apologize for that. But Pepio's 6-3 with a 191 ERA. He's been pitching excellent all year. So I want to get in and we're going to user with him. So I'm going to pitch with him, and I'll edit this down to the action pitch in each at bat and see how well we can do with Ryan Pepio. And here we are, Dakin Park. Everybody knows it as Minute Maid Park as well. Taking on the Astros, who are 2 games behind us in the wild card race. Can see what we're doing. Says, yeah, definitely Pepio's been dominant. This is the man of the hour. We're going to hop in here and get this start with him. And I definitely will pitch with him. There's a look at his stats real quick one more time. And Yandy Diaz leads off the game with his single. Kim strikes out. Lau flies out. Morel singles, so 2 on and 2 out for Lowe, and he makes a ground out. So out of that inning. And we hop in and let's pitch with Pepio. And you can see fastball, cutter, slider, curveball, changeup. Got him. There we go. 1 down. I'll bring up Brendan Rodgers. He's going to hit a fly ball down the right field line. Low running over, and he's got it right by the wall. There we go. Nice running catch by the right fielder for the second out. Astros wearing their new City Connects today. Foul ball down the right field line. And after 3 foul balls, let's see if we can get him out on this changeup. Nope. Tapper to third by Caminero. So he's their first base runner of the game. No longer a stolen base threat. Christian Walker is a home run threat, though. Ooh, just missed on the slider. Full count. See if we can get him on the slider here. Take strike 3. There we go. Pepio gets the tough hitter. Gets out of the inning. Go to the second. It's no score. Aranda flies out to start the second. Caminero flies out. Jansen's hit by a pitch. DeLuca's hit by a pitch. Hey, what's going on, man? Quit beaning our guys. Come on, Yandy. We need you to do something here. You only have 2 home runs on the year. Single drives in the run, so we're up 1-0. Come on, Kim. Flies out. All right, we got 1 run, so let's hop in here with Pepio. Leading off, Yainer Diaz. His ground ball knocked down. Diaz throw to first. Can you get him? Yes. Nice defensive stop there. He's not known for his glove. He flashed it there, though. Check out this replay. Thought he was going to get the hopper by him. Keeps it in front. Collects the ball. Nice throw. There we go. Next up, Isaac Paredes, former Tampa Bay Ray. And it's going to be a fly ball in the right field, down the line, in the corner, and by low, and over the wall. So ground rule double for Paredes. Gives them man in scoring position with 1 out. Taylor Trammell up. There's a shot to right center field. That's going to be deep and off the wall. Ball gets back in. It's going to be an RBI double. So back-to-back doubles by the Astros, and they have a tie game now here in the second. Bring up Jake Myers. There's a shallow fly ball on the right. Lowe's going to be under that. The runner's going to hold there at second base, so 2 outs. Number 9 hitter coming up, Cam Smith, dangerous rookie. And there's a blooper down right field line that's going to drop in, and the throw comes in. It's going to be cut off, and the Astros take a lead, so living well in right field today. Pena can hit a deep shot to center field. Running back, and we're going to have that. DeLuca runs it down. A little bit of a rough inning there for Pepio. 2 doubles and a single, and we're down 2-1 as we go to the third. Brandon Lyle leads off the third with a single. Morel walks. Lowe strikes out. Aranda strikes out. Come on, Junior. And he pops out. So get the first 2 guys on. Can't get them in. Now Brendan Rodgers will lead off for the Astros. Takes strike 1 high. And there's a fly ball. Center field, DeLuca running over. He's going to easily have that for the first out. And Pepio gets ahead of Altuve. 0-2 pitch. It's a base hit to center field. So Pepio's not fooling anybody today right now. He's giving up 5 hits already here in the third inning. Not in the inning, but in the game in the third inning. Christian Walker, big strikeout last time. See if we can get a double play out of him this time. Counts even at 2-2. Pitch from Pepio. A line shot to left. Morel's going to have that for the second out. Dodged the bullet, man. If he could have elevated that, that might have been out of here. Diaz works the count full. 3-2. 2 outs. Runner's going to go with the pitch. And it's ball 4. Missed badly on that one. So now Paredes, who doubled earlier. The foul ball down the right field line. That's going to go off the netting.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And then we get him to strike out on the 1-2 slider down and away. So dodge another bullet. Pepio living dangerously. Rays trail 2-1. All right, Jansen hit by a pitch his first time. Walks to start the 4th inning here. DeLuca pops out. Diaz hits into a double play. So back to the mound with Pepio. Trammell doubled his first time up. And take a strike on the inside corner there. Pepio has him down 0-2. See if we can punch him out here with this changeup. Yeah, and we do. There we go. Nice pitch, Pepio. Strikeout number 4. Brings up Jake Myers, the 8th place hitter. Swings in a pitch off the plate. Check swing, and he went around. There we go. 5 Ks. So we got the strikeout pitch working. Just got to keep these guys off base. Cam Smith now. RBI hit last time. Takes ball 1. 3-1 pitch. And low, ball 4. So 2-out walk. Got to keep these runners off base. I'll bring up Pena. He's 0 for 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Let's drop the hammer with the curveball. Here we go. 0-2 pitch. And he bloops it into right field for a base hit. And the Astros are going to have men at first and second now with 2 outs. Man, those 2-out walks. Any walk, but especially a 2-out walk is a killer. I'll bring in Brendan Rodgers now. And he's going to bloop one. They are just killing us down the right field line today. Throw the ball. Let's go. It's coming home. Play at the plate. And he's out. There we go. Good relay. They got greedy there with Pena. But the Astros score another one. It's just peppering that right field line today as they lead 3-1 after 4. Kim leads off the 5th with a ground out. Lau strikes out. Morel strikes out. So our offense has gone dormant now. Pepio to Altuve. Ground ball past the first baseman down the right field line. It's going to get by low and into the corner. Leadoff double. My goodness. Every single hit has been to the right side of the infield. Pepio's got his work cut out for him now. There's a ground ball to second. That's going to move the runner up. We have a man on third now with 1 out. Got to get a strikeout or a pop out of Diaz here. First pitch is high. There's a shallow fly ball in the left. Morel's going to come in. Altuve does not tag. It's too shallow. Clutch out there. So man on third and 2 outs. Paredes up. 0-1 pitch. There's a fly ball in the center field. Can DeLuca get there on your horse? There we go. He's got the wheels. Clutch catch there. So we strand the man at third base. Come on, Rays. Get the offense going. Josh Lowe pops out to start the inning. Rhonda flies out. Caminero lines out. Man, cannot get anything going. Taylor Trammell leading off. Ball inside. All right. Count even at 2. Let's see if we can get him out on the high heat. Missed our location, but it didn't matter. We struck him out. Man, we're lucky that stayed in the park. I was aiming up and away, and that was down and in. And we get ahead 0-2 against Myers. Saying Pepio's getting tired. This will be his 91st pitch. There's a fly ball in the center field. DeLuca chasing over into the gap, and he's going to have that for the second out. So hopefully this will be the last batter for Pepio. And Pepio gets ahead in the count. 1-2. Cam Smith trying to finish off this inning. Ground ball to short. Kim has it. Throw across. And he gets out of it. So Pepio goes 6 innings. Gives up 3 runs. Offense is failing him at this point. We got to do something here. We got 9 outs to go. A new pitcher for the Astros. Brian Abreu is going to come in here. That's a high ERA. Righties are crushing him right now. Jansen starts the 7th with a flyout. DeLuca singles. Diaz flies out. Kim with the fielder's choice. So we get a man on. Can't do anything with it. And a new pitcher for Tampa Bay is going to be Manuel Rodriguez. See, 4.38 ERA. 24 innings. Lefties hitting a little bit better than righties. 3-pitch pitcher. Fastball, sinker, slider. First up, Jeremy Pena. Strike right down the middle. And the 1-2 pitch to Pena. Tapper in front of the plate. Jansen has that. Throws the first and barely gets him. Took forever to throw the ball. That's a first out. A 1 pitch to Rogers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. See if we can finish him off here. High heat. Yep, right there. Right down the middle. Blew him away. They're 2 down. In steps Altuve. He's been a pest today. There's strike 1. And there's a little blooper down the left field line. That's going to drop in. Altuve around first, digging for second. Throw comes in, and it's offline. He's in with a bloop double. My goodness, he's been a pest today. So now we got to get Christian Walker here with a man at second and 2 outs. And they said he didn't go around. That's a terrible call. All right, even it up at 1. Here's the pitch. Pop up behind the plate. Jansen's going to have that. And we're going to continue to pitch around. Oh, it fell on the other side of the net. I thought he was going to have that easy. Wow. Okay. Try and get Walker here with this slider. Finish off this inning. Tapper to third. Camanero's got it. Quick throw. And we pitch around another base runner. I got to quit putting guys on base. And our offense needs to start putting guys on base. So go to the 8th inning. 3-1 Houston. New pitcher for the Astros, Brian King. See what he's done on the year. Both sides are hitting 260 against him. Brandon Lau leads off with a flyout. Morel grounds out. Josh Lowe singles. Ronda singles. All right, 2 on, 2 out. Caminero. You know what? Let's hop in and bat. All right, work the count to 1 and 2. 2 outs. Tying run at first. And that's going to be a shot into right center field. That's going to get down and go to the wall. 1 runs in. Here comes the other one around third. It's going to be a tie game as Caminero with a big 2-run double to tie it up here in the 8th inning. Clutch 2-out hitting. Yes, yes, yes. There we go, Junior. Look at this replay. Drives that outside pitch. And we have a tie ball game. And they're going to the pen. Knocked him out. New pitcher for the Astros, Julian Merriweather, 7 ERA. Both sides are hitting over 375. Goodness. Let's go back to simulating our ABs here. And they're going to bring in Cameron Misner to pinch run for Caminero. Danny Jansen with a go-ahead run at second. 2 outs, and he grounds out. Going to head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Tie ball game. New pitcher for the Rays going to be Kevin Kelly. See what he's done in the year. 3-0 with an 0.67 ERA. Really, really low batting average against both sides. First man he's going to face is Yainer Diaz. He floats that sweeper in for strike 1. And the 2-2 pitch from Kelly. High ball 3. Diaz works the count full. Here's the pitch from Kelly. It's a line shot in the left field, back towards the Crawford box, and it's gone. Diaz takes the outside cutter, yanks it into the stupid Crawford boxes that should be removed. Those cheap home runs. And the Astros jump back out here in the 8th inning as they get one off one of our best relievers, Kevin Kelly. I'll bring up Isaac Paredes. There's a ground ball to first. Diaz going to have that for the first out. Kelly ahead in the count now to Trammell 0-2, and the pitch is a line shot in the left field, and that's going to get down and go to the wall. See if he's going to go for 2. Morel has a good arm, and he holds it first wisely. Kelly ahead in the count to Myers now, 0-2. Man on, 1 out. And he chases a sweeper down and away off the plate, out of the zone, gets the strikeout. And count 2-2 to Cam Smith. 1 on, 2 out. Here's the pitch. And that's a shot in the left center field, and that's going to get down and go to the wall. See if we can get this relay in and hold him. Throw comes in, and the runner's going to score. And the Astros go back up by 2 here. Kelly doesn't have it today. And Kevin Cash comes out. He's going to bring in a new pitcher. Coming in for the Rays, Edwin Uceda. He is 3-4 on the season. ERA down to 4.46. It was much higher earlier. See what he does with Pena here. It's a little blooper. Man, they're just getting everything in every hole. Another RBI hit. If you guys want to know what I'm playing on, here's my playing. Hall of Fame hitting, legend pitching. So Rogers down on a count, 1-2. And there's a ground ball, and it's through for a base hit. So They're getting all of the seeing eye hits, all the bloops, everything's falling in for them. This is just very frustrating.
1 ball, no strike.
Now Altuve, 4 for 4.
Ball, 2 strike.
There we go, finally. Get the strikeout. Do all the work to tie the game up and give it right back. So we go to the 9th. We're down again, 6-3. And coming into the game for the Astros, Josh Hader trying to finish this off. And DeLuca leads off the 9th with a home run. So if we hadn't had that horrible 8th inning, we'd have the lead right now. Diaz grounds out. Kim flies out. Lau pops out. And we lose the game 6-4. I lost count of how many of those bloop hits they had. They were wearing us out to right field early. But in the end, our bullpen took a digger in the bottom of the 8th, and the Astros win this game. Let's take a look at this box score. See, 2 hits for Diaz. Bunch of guys with 1 through the middle. DeLuca had 2, including the home run. Big 2-on RBI double by Junior Caminero. Pepio pitched okay. Rodriguez did well. Uceda did well. Kevin Kelly did not. We raised his ERA to 1.3. On their side, look at that. They had 8 hits from the top 3 guys in the order. Altuve, 2 singles and 2 doubles. Yainer Diaz with the home run. Javier pitched great. We did get to Brian King and Hader, but not enough as we drop a 6-4 game at Houston. And it only took us 1 week to fully scout up that William Sanchez guy that we discovered. So he's going to be a high 70s, low 80s potential. Anywhere low to mid 70s on his overall. So he's not going to have a whole lot of upside, but he's going to be major league ready right off the rip. Can play all 3 outfield positions, and definitely has some pop against righties. Pretty decent all the way around. Really good defense. His arm accuracy is his only bad thing there. So yeah, that would be a definite guy that we could get, put on the bench or down in AAA and get an injury, then he comes up. So we might have found someone that we can take later in the draft to help fill out depth in our outfield in the minor leagues or even at the major league level. And our Discovery Scout found another outfielder in the Central, this time Pete Murray. We have him 18th on our board. Looks like he's going to be a definite B once we get him scouted out, somewhere in the 60s, high 60s to low 70s. And pretty solid hit tool, pretty level, no deficiencies there other than his discipline. Great stealing, great speed, good fielding. Arm is a little suspect, a general thing you're going to see in these draft classes. Another 23-year-old, he's a switch hitter. And yeah, let's get him scouted up this week. It takes 1 week and he'll be done. And we'll move on to the infield for our Discovery guys for next week. And that's going to wrap up this episode. You can see we are currently 33-25, 4 games back of the Orioles as they've overtaken the Yankees in the American League East. On the wild card side, we are 1 game behind New York. Looks like actually a game and a half behind New York, as we are in the number 2 wild card spot, 1 game ahead of the Astros. We have 1 more game left in this series. Let's go ahead and sim that, see where we are. And we win the game 6-5. 4 different guys with doubles in the game. Taj Bradley has his best start of the year. Lavender gives up 2, but Fairbanks gets the save. And that keeps us 4 games behind the Orioles and 2 full games ahead of the Astros for the second wild card. So, yeah, sitting in great position. May need to make a deal somewhere for extra offensive help. Our pitching's been excellent. So we'll just look at that and see what we're going to do. But that takes us through June 1st. We have the draft coming up right here on the 12th. So my next episode will take us all the way to the draft. We're going to go through all the way up to this day, and then we'll do the draft on its own episode so we can do the draft. We have, we're not going to have anybody at Home Run Derby, but we'll see what goes on with the futures in the All-Star game and get us right up to the trade deadline. So we'll have 1 more episode, then we'll have the draft and the trade deadline, see where we stand, and see how many episodes we're going to take to finish off this regular season, as the Rays are sitting pretty in a wild card spot right now. So, hey, if you're enjoying the franchise, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment, share it out. And I will see you very soon with another episode of the Tampa Bay Rays MLB 25 franchise.